to be hearing you, beautiful one. You're looking very beautiful.
Thank you very kindly, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, for the generosity of your introduction. I just love you. You're looking amazing on that purple. Thank you very much. Jolly good afternoon once again, fellow Toastmasters and guests on the call. It's good to be here today here at Learntor Toastmasters Club, the club where I was birthed, the club that shaped me to this person that you are seeing today. I'm super proud to be one of the charter member of this club. It has been an amazing journey of 4 years. I will tell you that I am no longer where I used to be. The first day that I opened my mouth to speak, that was on the virtual spotlight. You could see, you could hear, you could feel me shaking as if someone is going to beat me. But today I must say that I can stand in front of anyone now and speak. This is what Learntor Toastmasters have taught me. If you are not here in Learntor Toastmasters this moment, I wonder where you are, and I wonder what you are doing with your time. It's another beautiful afternoon, and I'm privileged to serve as the general evaluator for today's meeting. My role is very simple, is to evaluate the entire meeting, not just the speakers, but the overall flow, quality, and performance of everyone in the course of this meeting. I'm just going to observe as the meeting goes on, and at the end, I will provide my evaluation. But you see this role, I love it so much because I won't be doing it alone. I have a team, I will call them the program quality team. They will be helping me in ensuring that this meeting goes as it ought to go. They will be checking on us to ensure that we are doing exactly what we ought to do. And they will be providing us with feedback. I will be calling them one after the other to explain what their role entails and how they will carry out their role. The first on my list is our grammarian. Before I joined Toastmasters, I had very few vocabulary in my bank, in my vocabulary bank. But today, because of Toastmasters, I have so many scintillating words like delectable. I have not heard of that word until I joined Toastmasters, and many others. Our grammarian for today is a human resource professional, Scrum Master. Our role in this club is the Vice President, public, and our favorite quote is, love the life you live the life you love. I love this quote. Love the life you live and live the life you love. This is a quote by Bob Marley. Fellow Toastmasters and guests in the call, join me as a welcome to the spotlight, our grammarian for today, the very delectable language evaluator, Toastmaster Olasimbo Abiola.
Thank you very kindly. Kindly confirm you can hear me.
Yes, loud and clear.
Thank you. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuse of the English language, as well as any outstanding phrases. It is my duty today to introduce the word of the day. And the word of the day is ameliorate. Can we say it together?
Ameliorate. Ameliorate.
Hey, ameliorates.
Yes. Thank
Ameliorate.
you. Meaning to make something better, less painful, or more tolerable to improve a bad or unpleasant situation. And we have synonyms: improve, better, benefits, reform, advance, and promote as the synonyms. Our example for today: a good mentor can ameliorate the difficulties faced by someone starting a new career. Through constructive feedback, mentors ameliorate the learning process for their mentees. Mentorship can ameliorate workplace stress by providing guidance and support. Today, as we focus on mentorship, let's celebrate the role mentors play in ameliorating challenges and nurturing growth. I've put the word of the day in the chat box for us to use. I encourage everyone to use the word of the day, and I will give my report later. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very graciously, our grammarian for today, our language evaluator, for that very beautiful word of the day. I hope I'll be able to pronounce it correctly, because the way I used to pronounce it before is different from what I'm hearing now. Ameliorate. Did I get that correctly? Grammarians in the hall. Ameliorate.
Ameliorate. Ameliorate. Ameliorate.
Pronunciation. Someone is saying ameliorate. Ameliorate.
Ameliorate. Yeah, it's both UK and US. It sounds different. Ameliorate. Ameliorate. Ameliorate.
I love that. This is what you learn in Toastmasters. Toastmasters International Club is like a school. You see, we're getting it bit by bit. Okay, sorry. We're getting it bit by bit. Ameliorate. Today, I will help us to ameliorate the usage of the word of the day, and also the pronunciation of the word of the day. I've used the word two times. I would like us to use it 5 times, all of us in the room, so that our grammarian will begin to count that we all have used the word of the day. Ameliorate. Did I get it correctly? Okay, one.
Yes, ameliorate.
Let's go.
Ameliorate.
Ameliorate. Okay.
Ameliorate.
Madam Grammarian, just count it for each and every one of us on the site. We've used the word of the day 5 times. Thank you. So I will swiftly move to a timer. Okay, Asel, the president. Okay. Okay. Our next role player for today is the quiz master, often known as the listening evaluator. He's an accountant by profession, tax consultant. He's a club's treasurer, and his favorite quote is, "Do the one thing you think you cannot do." Wow. Fail at it, try again, do better the second time. The only people who never stumble are those who never mount the high wire. This is your moment. Own it. A quote by Oprah Winfrey. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, join me as a welcome to the spotlight. Our quiz master for today, our very own, the handsome-looking Toastmaster Sheriff.
Jolly good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Good afternoon to our physical participants and good afternoon to our online participants as well. A quote by Stephen Covey. He said, "The greatest problem in communication is not that we fail to listen to understand, but rather it is that we fail, but rather it is we listen to reply rather than to understand." As introduced by our general evaluator, my name is Toastmaster Sharif Abdulkadir, and I'll be your listening evaluator for today. So basically, what I'll be doing today will be to ensure that, or rather, what I'll be doing will be to gauge how well we listen to the various speakers in today's meeting and gauge how well we apply our listening skills as well. Because I'll be back here by the end of the meeting to ask a couple of questions. And guess what? I'm going to ask everybody questions here. It's going to be quick, it's going to be fun and exciting. So stay tuned and over to the general evaluator.
Thank you very much. Please, there is something that we do in Toastmasters. Like they said, Toastmasters International is a clapping club. The clappers are there. Pick one and clap. In Toastmasters, when we are falling, they clap. When we are standing, they clap. Anything we are doing in Toastmasters, we clap. It is a what? Clappers club. Next on my role players team is the R counter. Our R counter for today is a sharp-minded legal professional who brings precision and attentiveness to the role of the R counter. Oh, wow, that is awesome. That means this person has been doing this role for a very long time. And I see that he will be serving as our timer. Is that true? I'm like, okay, she will be serving as a timer. He's known for his keen observation and analytical approach. He ensures meetings run smoothly and speakers are held to high standards of clarity and timing. His professionalism is both dependable and inspiring. I'm just worried for myself, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm not able to find a way to put in this word of the day, ameliorate. Please join me as a welcome to the spotlight. Our counter for today, Toastmaster Toastmaster Lazarus.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Toastmasters. Please confirm that you can see me. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My name is Lazarus Carlo, and I'll be serving as the counter of today's meeting. My role is simply to note our usage of pause fillers. Pause fillers are words or sounds that may weaken the impact of our speech. They include words such as like, and, so, but. They also include sounds such as So in today's meeting, I'll be noting our usage of these words and expressions. I will also take note of our unnecessary repetition of words and phrases. At the evaluation segment of this meeting, I will come back with a report on how each speaker today used this expression. The goal is to ensure that our communication skills can be ameliorated by eliminating the usage of these expressions. Thank you, and over to you, the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lazarus and Arkansas for today for the brief introduction of your role. In order for us to ameliorate the use of the filler sounds or clutch words, what we need to do whilst we speak is to incorporate pauses, golden pauses, whilst we speak. The last but not least, role player on my team is the timer. Our timer for today is a healthcare professional executive with over 10 years experience in the manufacturing of pharmaceuticals and providing healthcare services to people. She loves music, adventure activities, and improving herself daily. Her favorite quote is, everyone, this phone is very dark and my eyes are very good. Everyone, no matter how young or old, has greatness within them. To help us keep track with time for today's meeting, I would like to introduce to us our timekeeper for today. I would like to call her Toastmaster Deborah. Is that your name? Toastmaster Deborah.
Okay. Good afternoon, the online audience, distinguished Toastmasters and guests. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure being in your midst. This afternoon, I will be the time police for today's meeting. What's my role as the timer? My role is to ensure that all speakers keep track of the time allotted to them for the table topic session. I'm supposed to be holding some cards, the red card, the yellow card, and the green card. Right. For the table topic session, at 1 minute, I will be raising the green card. At 1.5 minutes, that is 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will be raising the yellow card. While at 2 minutes, I will be raising the red card. Now, this will be happening simultaneously online and physically. For the prepared speeches, at 5 minutes, I will be raising the green card. At 5 minutes, okay, yes, I will be raising the green card. At 5 minutes, 6 minutes, I will be raising the yellow card, while at 7 minutes, I will be raising the red card. For the evaluation sessions, that is for the different speech evaluators, at 1 minute, I will be raising the green card. At 1 minute, 30 seconds, I will be raising the yellow card. While at 2 minutes, I will be raising the red card. Please kindly keep to time and stick to the allotted time. You know that time is our most valuable commodity. I wish us all an interesting meeting as I ameliorate the meeting. Thank you.
A round of applause for our timer once again. Thank you very much. Now you have it, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests on site and online. the theme of the tag team for today that will help us ameliorate the process, the engagement in the course of this meeting. We will be coming back when it is time to provide our evaluation. I encourage us to sit back and enjoy this meeting. And it's back to you, our Toastmaster of the day, the very delectable, diligent, dependable Toastmaster Imabon.
Wow, thank you so much. Beautiful, Tim Josephine. Those pants look boogie down, look ready. I'm just gonna say that. Thank you for your introduction of the team. And I'm pleased to know that I have used ameliorate 6 times now. So, okay. Have you ever watched a child draw a tree? They usually start with the trunk, the branches, and then the leaves. Sometimes they leave the leaves. But they almost always forget the roots. Roots are quite heroes, working underground, unseen, yet holding everything together, steady. In Toastmasters, our roots are the moments we listen, the feedback we receive, the courage we practice when no one is clapping. These hidden roots are what ameliorates, improve the health and the strength of our growth. So as we head into the next segment, which is the table topic section, I am pleased to call TM Abdurrahman Adebayo, who is a professional business manager, building brighter lives and building community wealth through provision of affordable, clean, renewable energy to rural and urban spaces. He works as a he's working as a secretary the Toastmaster Learntor Club. And his favorite quote is, "You can't beat fear." So, okay. You can't beat fear, so do it scared. And this is from Glennon Doyle Melton. Without further ado, I am pleased to welcome Toastmaster Abdurrahman. The lectern is yours.
Thank you so much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Good day wherever you are, fellow Toastmaster, guests, and friends. My name is Abdurrahman Adebayo, and it is a quote ascribed to Rob Gilbert. He said, "It is all right to have butterflies in your stomach. Just get them to form to fly information anyway." And I use that to introduce my role today as a Toastmaster of the Day. A table topic master of the day, my apology, pardon me. And as a table topic, this is a segment where we prepare members, people for impromptu speeches. Your participation in table topic will enable you to have skills that make you to think on your feet, organize your thoughts, and present it within a short period of time. And I encourage everybody to participate today, as I have a list of questions with me. And you can take numbers, and then I ask you question, you answer that. Within this place, guests can also participate, as it is more like a mini speeches that has an introduction, it has a body, and it has a conclusion. So I hereby invite everybody, and I encourage us to participate today. At this point, I would like to call upon anybody, and the emphasis is on encouraging guests. I'm not sure whether we have any guests around that would like to participate on this. Okay, so I can see and TM Emeka Enwere. All right, please go ahead. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 questions I have with me. So you can choose a number from the questions while I ask.
Thank you very kindly to the table topics master. I'll go for question number 3.
All right, fantastic. What a lucky number you choose. Now here is a quote for you. This quote comes from Isaac Newton. So you are going to be having an engagement with Sir Isaac Newton this moment. He said, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." Do you agree with these quotes? And what makes you agree with the quotes?
Thank you once more, table topics master, for that difficult question. If I have seen further, it's because I stood on the shoulder of giants. A quote attributed to Sir Isaac Newton, the famous mathematician and scientist. My position, I absolutely 100% agree with Sir Isaac Newton of blessed memory. We are who we are because of our forebears and because of those who've gone ahead of us, because they prevent us from reinventing the wheel and thus enable us to search further beyond the current horizon. And I'll give you several instances. Prior to Copernicus, the great scientist of old, it was assumed that the earth was flat. And Copernicus came with his revolution that no, the earth isn't flat, rather it's round. And he was persecuted and excommunicated from the church. Later, it was revealed that the earth is actually round. And based on that discovery, astronomers went forward to make several discoveries about other planets beyond the Earth. And since then, the science of astronomy has grown in leaps and bounds. And so, to circle back, I absolutely agree with Sir Isaac Newton. We are who we are because we stand on the shoulder of giants. Because of those who have gone before us, we can do better than them because we stand on the body of work they have already done. Thank you very kindly, the table topics master of the day.
Wow, what a brilliant and amazing performance. Members of the audience, fellow Toastmasters, let us appreciate Toastmaster Emeka Enwere. Well done, fantastic. All right, what a great opening. And I still have questions here. I have question 1, 2, and 4 ready to be grabbed. Who is going to take the next question? People from the physical venue, do we have anyone who would like to do that?
It's just for 1 to 2 minutes. There is no right or wrong answer. Just give it a try. Yes, we have.
Amazing. Okay, can we have the person move to the camera? Let's appreciate that person. Would we have there? All right.
Okay, I would go with number 4.
All right. Fantastic. Think of a teacher who impacted my life. A teacher who impacted my life. So I want you to think of a teacher who impacted your life and what specifically makes them fit that space of a teacher who impacted my life.
All right, thank you so much for that question. If I got you correctly, I should think of a teacher who impacted my life and what exactly was the experience. Okay, gazing back, I will attribute that to my physics teacher back then in secondary school. From SS1, physics has always been one of my worst subjects. I literally escaped classes, went to the restroom because the person currently teaching us couldn't find a way to ameliorate this particular subject right there in my head. So I always found out ways to always escape. But then a shift happened when I was in SS3. Another teacher came, which we called his name Constant K. His name alone was something quite dramatic. And he expounded a whole new possibility of how interesting this subject was. I fell in love with it. I began studying it even more, so much so that even in my WAEC, which I wrote myself, I happened to have a B2 written all by myself. And then moving on to university, I just had A's just because of this particular teacher. So I would attribute that to Mr. Constant because he really changed my whole perspective about this particular subject. And right now, I could say I am grossly ameliorated in physics. And thank you.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. For a teacher who helped you to change your perspective about physics. Constant K. Interesting. Thank you for that. And let me quickly use this to confirm if we still have more time for this session so that I can take one more person. Can I confirm with the timer? Are we still on track or should I suspend here?
Madam Timer.
All right. Thank you so much for that abundance of your gift. Now I have question 1 and 2, and I will strongly encourage a guest, if you have one, to make an attempt at this question. Otherwise, anybody can do that. Question 1 is open. Question 2 is open. Do we have someone? Do we have anyone yet?
Someone in the house.
Oh, someone in the house and someone on the virtual space as well. I can see Tiamima Bonge. Okay, so let's recognize the person in the house first. My apology before we now look at the time. All right, let's appreciate the person on the physical space. Yeah, amazing. Welcome. All right, so I will like to ask that you also mention your name before you start, and then you can pick your question now, and I will share your question with you.
Okay, my name is Balkis, and I'll be going with question 2.
All right, Balkis, thank you. Now here is a question. It's actually an African proverb. And does this African proverb resonate with you? And why? Each one teach one. It's an African proverb. Does this African proverb, each one teach one, resonate with you? And why?
Can you repeat the question, please?
The proverb is each one teach one. Does that proverb resonate with you? Does it connect with you in any way, and why?
Each one and teach one. Does it connect with you? No, I don't think so. I've not heard of it before. Okay. You can disagree. Go on. Each one teach one. Okay. Okay. So it resonates with me, and the reason being that okay, I studied education, and I learned that education is not restricted to the four walls of a classroom. So you can learn anywhere and from anybody at any given time. The old can learn from the young ones, and the young also can learn from the old ones. Because I've learned from people that I are younger and that are my junior in school and at my current place of work. So it resonates. Thank you.
Fantastic. The old learns from young, and the young also learn from the old. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I appreciate you very well. And at this point, I will like to appreciate everybody who has participated in this session. It's a space for us to explore our skills and also to learn and get better in training ourselves in impromptu speeches. Thank you so much. And I will like to hand over the virtual lectern at this point to our Toastmaster of the day, as I yielded the floor to you. Thank you so much once again. The Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Tim Abdulrahman, for that enthralling session. I've learned so much from each one of you speaking, and I'm glad to be in your presence. Okay, without further ado, we will go to the next segment, which is the prepared speeches. Okay. Every seed has a story inside it, right? A story the world will only know if the seed dares to grow. Our prepared speeches are those seeds. They carry our experience, our lessons, and our truth, waiting for the right moment to break the surface and meet the sun. In this segment, we will witness the power of three phenomenal speakers. And the words of the day will be incorporated, hopefully, I'm just reminding you, ameliorate, to improve our thinking, deepen understanding, and nurture our ability to speak with confidence. So let us lean in like gardeners, ready to water these stories with our attention, because each speech today has the potential to bloom in our minds long after the meeting ends. Yes, TM, Salamatu, you can speak.
Thank you.
You're muted again.
Sorry for that. Thank you for that, amiable Toastmaster of the day. So before we proceed to the next segment, I just dropped a link for us to vote. And if the timer can confirm that the three speakers spoke within the time they're supposed to speak, so that while we continue with the segment, people can vote their preferred speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much, the wonderful Vice President Education, for doing that, reminding. Okay, so we're going to go, as you're voting, we're going to go into the prepared speeches. I am pleased to welcome.
Madam TMOD, can we have the timer's report?
Oh, I should call the timer. Thank you.
Oh.
The timer, please. The podium is yours. Madam President.
Thank you very kindly, the Topic Topics Master. From my report, the first speaker spoke for 1 minute, 15 seconds, while supposed to face this, while the second speaker spoke for 1 minute, 30 seconds. The last speaker spoke for 56 seconds, which means the first and second speaker are eligible to be voted for, while the last speaker is unfortunately not eligible and qualified to be voted for. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that timer's report, Madam President. I am pleased now to welcome the evaluator of the first speaker, who is TM Mercy Jodibafe. And her evaluator is TM Stephen Oluwadara, who is the IPP of Ikeja Toastmasters Club. Thank you, Tim Abiola, for that. He is a tech journalist and he works at an American digital news platform at the intersection of technology, business, science, and startups. He's an avid reader who loves historical movies and traveling. He's wholly sold of continuous and never-ending improvement. He loves the quote, "Don't settle for the ground when you deserve the sky." Over to you, evaluator, TM Stephen.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, for the warmth of your introduction. So Toastmaster Mercy Igbafe is going to be delivering a speech from level 2, project 3. And our speech objective is to clearly define how Toastmasters envision mentoring. Our speech title is The Protege's Confession. Toastmaster Mercy Igbafe, I'm sure that you're going to blow our mind away. Please take note of our time, as that would count to know if you will qualify to be voted. Yes. Back to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you for that precise. Oh, yes, handshake done. Thank you. Thank you for that precise description of what Tim Mercy is going to be talking about. Now, I'm excited to introduce my mother, Toastmaster Mercy, who I just call, MGI. She's a tech professional. She is mom. She is inspirational. She is the reason why I'm here. So anything beyond that is fancy level of talk. But beyond that, she is an agile coach, certified trainer, deeply committed to advancing STEM, diversity, equality, and inclusion. She is popularly known as the African Tech Doctor and the founder of Learntor. Her favorite quote is this: "True greatness is not in being great, but in the ability to make others great." So without further ado, I welcome Toastmaster Mercy. Thank you, Tim Josephine, for the wonderful shake.
Your handshake.
Over to you.
Thank you. So let me just swear this. Not yet. I don't want to hold this because I need to use my hand. Okay, I've done it. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, I have a confession. Fellow Toastmasters, guests, friends, and my fellow, especially my area director that is here present at today's meeting. I never thought I needed a mentor. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I was afraid of being seen. I was afraid of being seen as weak. I am that alpha personality that everybody will come to. Mercy, we need to do this. Mercy, we need to do that. And I always have ready-made answer, solution for everyone that come to me. So I didn't think I need a mentor.
But fast forward, the last 2 years of bass and bows in my life, of Nigeria just happening to me. And there comes distinguished Toastmaster Stella George, especially when I became a president, when it felt so lonely that I had to run the race on my own. Just as how are you made the world of difference. Why do I say this? I'll never forget Toastmaster Stella George reaching out to me and saying, Mercy, how far with your DCP? And I go, what is DCP? And by the way, for many of you that don't know who Stella George is, she's the current Club Growth Director for District 130. What's going on with your DCP? And I go, what's that? Not because I didn't fully understand, but I didn't know how to navigate the nuances of the dashboard. And she took me step by step. If not for our guidance, if not for our intentionality of reaching out, just a gentle nudge and saying, this is important, in my year, we wouldn't have hit 10 over 10. Now, mentors are not there to drown you or to impose themselves on you. They're not. Mentors are there to become a shining light, to pull you up, to help you move forward, to become that guide that you didn't know you needed. Just that singular act helped me to now appreciate what your DCP goals for Toastmaster represents, how to search them, what you need to look out for as a president, so that you don't struggle. Because oftentimes, once you take on, it's 1 year to rule in Toastmasters. You take on the role, you're not so focused on that because you feel you have time. But Omo, you need to hit the ground running even before you're sworn into the office. And just coaching me what to look out for was able to make a lot of difference. Was my year easy? It wasn't. But fast forward now, I've come to realize that mentorship is something that is so valuable with Toastmasters educational experience. As I emulate this experience, I've come to value the role of a mentor, especially now that I'm a mentor to others. Now, speaking as a protege, I've come to see why, as a mentor, as a protege, you need the role of a mentor so that you can succeed. Many of us came to Toastmaster, like our area director said, I remember when I spoke for the first time, you froze. You think it's easy? There's difference with talking and communicating. And Toastmaster is about developing communicator, effective public speaker. So as I ameliorate my experience as a protege, it's important that we give credit to all the mentors that have helped to shine the light on somebody else's path to growth, that has helped to navigate their journey. And I can't start to mention, Toastmasters has helped us to develop great communicators, especially through the help of the mentor. Every time you come into a club, you are assigned a mentor. So as a protege, what do you need to do? It's not important whether you are afraid to be seen as weak, or you're just so busy with life, pulling from there. You have to invest the time to help and ensure that someone's light shines. And that's why my favorite quote is, true greatness is not in being great, but in the ability to make others great. So as a Toastmasters, on my ameliorating the experiences, I want to tell you as a protege, if you have never given credence to your mentor, the time starts today, not tomorrow. Reach out to your mentor. Be open to learning. Be interested to invest the time. Coaching relationship can be paid for and bought. But you see, mentorship relationship can't be paid for. It cannot be bought. It requires your time. So, proteges, there's a call to action for you. Start today. Make your journey faster. Lean on other people's shoulders and become that person as a bamboo that stands, but you need others to help you stand. Toastmaster of the day, you have the floor.
Congratulations on your speech.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim Josephine, for that shake again. Congratulations. Let's give Tim Mercy some time, some love, some comment. So timer 1 minute for comment, some emojis, anything you would like to share with Tim Mercy while the evaluator takes. Keep the comments coming. That's it. Thank you, everyone. I can't see the timer, so I'm just going to continue with this. Great job, Tim Mercy, for that wonderful speech. Thank you for your comments. Keep them coming. I am not your evaluator, so I'm not going to do that. And so I'm going to go on to the next speaker. I hope you're learning a lot of juicy tips on how to be a protege and a mentor. The second speech is going to be from TM Emeka. And TM Emeka is going to be evaluated by DTM Chidiogo.
Madam Toastmaster of today, fellow Toastmasters and guests, jolly good afternoon. Today, Toastmaster Emeka, he had shown his very handsome face on the call this afternoon, where he'll be delivering a speech from the persuasive speaking part. He has titled his speech, misquoted for over half a century. The objective of his speech is for him to understand the types of persuasive speeches and to deliver a persuasive speech during a club meeting. Toastmaster Emeka, your speech has to be well organized. It has to be persuasive. It can be on any topic, just like you've chosen. You may choose to appeal to our emotions, our ethics, or our logic. Your speech may be humorous, informational, educative, or in any style that you choose. And remember, you have 5 to 7 minutes to deliver your speech. I wish you the very best, and I'm sure that your speech will help ameliorate whatever misconceptions we might have about the core message in your delivery. But I'm Toastmaster of today. Back to you.
Thank you, DTM PD. You didn't even give me time to go, oh, let me just call your accolades first. Thank you for that. But before we call on you, Tim Emeka, I would love to give a little bit of a bio of DTM Chidi. So can I have her bio up, please? Thank you, SAA. Wonderful. So DTM Chidi is a business analyst who is also in communication and leadership. She is a project manager, chartered D District 130 finance manager is a role she does on the executive level. DTM Chidi Oko is, favorite quote is, I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will never forget how you make them feel. And this again is the second quote from Miss Maya Angelou. So remember, people forget what you said, what you did, but the feeling is always going to be there. So thank you so much for that wonderful remark, DTM Chidi. Now, can I have the bio for TM Emeka, who is ready and to give his speech? Okay, thank you again. Tim Emeka is a strategist, a business and development professional. Welcome. One of his quotes is, one of the truest tests of integrity is its blunt refusal to be compromised. Listen. This is by the professor, Mr. Chinua Achebe. Thank you so much for this wonderful quote, and enjoy your moment. Over to you, Tim Emeka.
Thank you very kindly, Toastmaster of the day. Just to confirm, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Do you guys catch what I just said? No?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
I didn't
I
catch
started
that.
with some signs. I don't know if you understood what my sign language meant.
Not at all.
If not, aha. But I thought body language is supposed to be the most important part of communication. Well, fellow Toastmasters and guests, I have a confession to make today. I've been lying to you all this while. And I bet you'll be lying to me too. You see, we've all heard it and probably spoken it ourselves. What is this lie? Only 7% of communication is verbal. The rest is tone and body language. It is catchy, it is memorable, it even sounds scientific. But here's the problem. It's wrong. And we've been spreading this myth for over 50 years. Yes, you heard me right. We've been brandishing this lie for over half a century. The Meridian 7, 38, 55% rule has been twisted a lot that it has become a gospel in public speaking. And even here, Toastmasters, we brandish it with confidence. And the result? Speakers obsess over gestures, movement, and expression, while the actual message, the core of the speech, suffers. So today, let's ameliorate that problem. Let's straighten things up. 1, what did Meridian truly say? 2, does it even apply to public speaking? 3, what actually engages an audience? And 4, lastly, what is the real role of body language? To begin, I'd like to take us way back to the origin. You see, it all started in the 1960s at the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, where an American psychologist of Iranian descent, Dr. Albert Mehrabian, as a matter of fact, is still alive today. Mehrabian is spelled Mehrabian. I repeat, Mehrabian. So in the 1960s, Dr. Albert Mehrabian ran 2 studies about how people interpret feelings when words and tone do not align. I'll give you an example. So say your spouse comes home frowning and you ask, "How are you?" And they retort, "I'm fine." Now, in moments like that, only in moments like that, people trust tone, 38%, facial expression, 55%, over words at a meager 7%. However, Mehrabian himself clarified, and I quote, "Unless a communicator is referring to their feelings or attitudes, these equations are not applicable." These results do not apply to communication of ideas or other kinds of messages, end quote. So you see, fellow Toastmasters, the Mehrabian 7-38-55% rule was never about public speaking. And what does this mean do to speakers? It tricks us to focus on performance over persuasion. Instead of asking, what's my message? We ask, where do I move? How do I gesture? But you will agree with me that great speeches from Churchill to Chimamanda are not remembered for perfect gesture. They are remembered for the clarity of message and genuine conviction. For us at Toastmasters, to ameliorate this, we must focus on 3 key things. 3, and just 3. 1, crafting clear messages. Words matter. If your message is not great, no amount of body language can save it. 2, speaking with conviction. You see, audiences can sense sincerity. If you, as a speaker, truly believe in what you're saying, your tone and gesture follow naturally. 3, supportive delivery. Now, your gesture should support your words, not replace them. Move when it helps and smile when you mean it. You see, the audience is not won over by the perfect posture. They are won over by your belief in your message. So, the next time you prepare a speech, do not start with, how do I look? Start with, do I truly believe what I'm saying? The Mehrabian 7-38-55% rule was never about public speaking. And if we continue to place so much emphasis on our delivery, we risk neglecting what truly matters, the message. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day. Thank you.
Phenomenal. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Mecca, for that beautiful remark. Okay, I hope you're learning and taking in so much juicy tips. I'm going to call on the next speaker. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Tim Abiola, for that comment. Keep the comment coming. We're going to give 1 minute. Yes, thank you for that reminder. Timer, 1 minute. Okay, thank you so much, Tiamameka. That was so needed. Everything you said, I'm not the evaluator, but that was wonderful. Let's enumerate to the next speaker before the noise gets a bit more chaotic. So I'm going to call back again TM Mercy, who is going to be evaluating DTM Kidiogo. I have given a short bio of TM Mercy. So over to you, TM Mercy. The podium is yours.
Okay. Thank you, my area director. Okay. That speaker is on, Abi. Okay. Okay, DTM Chidi's switch objective. I'm not really with it at the moment, but DTM Chidi is a veteran Toastmasters, which I trust so much.
I'll speak to you shortly, please. Apologies.
Okay. Sorry, apologies. So far, I hope the meeting experience is ameliorating. Is the meeting experience ameliorating? Toastmaster Simbo, I don't know why you gave us a very tough, tongue-twisting words. I don't understand. Real tongue-twisting. You don't even know how you want to bring it together and infuse it. Okay, but however, I'm very glad about those online. Thank you for your patience. So, still transitioning, don't worry. Okay, DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster Chidi, our past finance director for District 130, DTM Chidi Chukudi Madu, is our speech. She's one of the sponsors for this club. Okay, and our speech objective is, okay, I don't have the title, but our speech objective, the purpose is for members, okay? Okay, she's on a visionary project 1. Our goal to 7 minutes. And that being said, and the topic is fruits in the shadows. Fruits in the shadows. I look forward to an ameliorating experience of your speech, DTM Chidi. Thank you very much. Thank you, my general.
When I was 12 years old, my grandmother planted a mango tree in the corner of our backyard. Not in the middle where there was a lot of sun, but it was in a corner in the shadow of a giant guava tree. I thought there was something wrong. Maybe she'd lost it. She's getting too old anyways. I thought the mango tree would never survive there. And when I aired my concern to my grandmother, she said to me, Mom, it is not about where it's located, but about who's watching over it. For those who do not know, Unwa means my child. At first, the mango tree looked sickly. It had just 2 leaves. It would bend like a nylon when the wind blows over it. I would look at this mango tree and I would feel for it. Because in my mind, I'll look at it and say, this one will not make it though. Because the way it will shiver and quiver, one heavy wind and it would just be uprooted. I would watch this mango tree day in, day out, and wondering how my grandmother expected it to survive. Hello, Toastmasters. One afternoon, I decided I was going to be very helpful to this mango tree. So I dragged the stool, climbed the guava tree, and tried to pluck some guava leaves so that the sunlight could rain down on the mango tree. In my little mind, I wanted to ameliorate the suffering of the mango tree. I ended up on the floor, scraped knees, almost broken wrists, looking at my grandmother with this bombastic side eye like, this is your fault. My grandmother would every other day go, loosen the soil around the root of the mango tree, pick its weeds around it like someone who was braiding a knotless braid. She would water it. I would stand by the corner looking at her like, just wasting your time, old woman. My grandmother would look at me and laugh, say, some things are not for you to fix, my daughter. You just watch them. What did I do? I watched. I kept watching. Sometimes when my grandmother goes, she'll be speaking to this mango tree. She'll be telling me things like, you are stronger than you look. I know one day you will give us fruits that we will all enjoy. I couldn't get it. I could not understand it. In my mind, I was thinking, how do I ameliorate my grandmother's lunacy? Because this is becoming something. Do I go and inform the people in Yaba left? Or is it Yaba right now about what's going on here? Years passed. The mango tree grew, not fast, but it appears as though it grew steadily. Its branches sprouted, and it was bent towards whatever pockets of sunlight it could get. It was as though it was striving, working extra hard just to get sunlight because of the bully, the guava tree. Then one day, a storm that was harder than usual hit. And guess what? The almighty guava tree, our shade, our bully, it snapped and it fell. But there in that corner stood the mango tree. I was no longer in the shadow. Its branches now spread out so wide and so beautifully. And the next season, guess what happened? It sprouted fruits, a lot of fruits that we could not even finish ourselves. My grandmother took it to market. She sold some. She shared some with her neighbors. She was even kind enough. She would give any stranger that walked across our gates. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, it was after this moment that I realized that the moment my grandmother was talking to the mango tree, she wasn't just speaking to me, she was speaking to me. I tried to ameliorate what I thought was the suffering of the mango tree. But my grandmother had lived long enough to know that sometimes it's not about the things that come easy. It's about how you persistently worked hard to get and to enjoy the fruits that will come through that work that you have done in the shadows. I like that that's the thing about growth. It doesn't happen by accident, no. It doesn't happen because someone feels that it's my time to grow. But growth happens because sometimes someone, sometimes seen, sometimes unseen, takes the time to guide you, to prune you, to protect you, and to ameliorate the conditions for your success. I have been the mango tree. Maybe you have too. Oh, let me ask, is there anyone that has felt like that mango tree? Hidden away in the shadows, toiling and working and feeling like, oh, when am I going to enjoy this? Anyone here, can I see your hand if you feel that you have been that mango tree? Because I know that I have. There are moments in my life where I felt overshadowed by louder voices, by bigger opportunities given to others, by doubt in my own ability. But I know that I've also had people who saw me when I didn't even see myself. There are people who stretched my thinking. They challenged my excuses. People who gave me opportunities that scared me, but believed in me enough to let me try. People who ameliorated my confidence without me even knowing it. I didn't see it then, but now I see it. I see that the shadow is not my enemy. The shadow is my training ground. Right now, you might still be feeling like that mango tree, needing guidance, needing someone to believe in you, seeking out those voices, wanting to be seen and heard. Today, fellow Toastmasters, the mango tree still stands strong and sturdy in my grandmother's backyard. I finally understand her words. It's not about where it stands. It's about who's watching over it. So I'll ask you today, fellow Toastmasters and guests, who is watching over you? Or more importantly, who are you watching over so that they too can grow? Because you know what, sometimes the sweetest fruits, the sweetest, the juiciest, the yummiest fruits grow in the shadows. So that when that cover is off, the world can then see their fruits when it's ready to be enjoyed. What will your decision be? Perpetually be the mango tree and hide in the shadows? Or do they walk in the shadows to be ready to shine in the open when the time comes for it? Back to you, the Toastmaster of the day.
Let's just give BTM Studio Goers 1 minute to digest that. Thank you so much. Drop your comments, your emojis while we're waiting for that 1 minute for her evaluator to take her report. Thank you so much, DPM Chidiogo, for that. I love how the seed as a ameliorated into a mango tree. So we're going to use this. We're going to transition now into the evaluation segment. Before I call the evaluator, the general evaluator to go through this evaluation segment. When a gardener sees a plant growing in the wrong direction, they don't scold it. They gently guide it. Sometimes it breaks. Sometimes trimming here, sometimes popping it out completely. Evaluations are our pruning moments. They are not to cut us down, but to help us grow straighter, stronger, and towards the light. They ameliorate our skills, smoothing the rough edges and helping us stretch towards our best selves. So as we enter the evaluation section, receive each word like a water and sunlight, because your next bloom depends on it. Over to you, TM Josephine. Thank you.
And gentlemen, fellow Toastmasters and guests, let's give it up for our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Imavos. Thank you very much, Madam Toastmaster of the day, for the seamless transition of that prepared speech segment. She has explained to us what we are about at this moment, the evaluation segment of the Toastmasters meeting. There's a favorite quote that we say here in Toastmasters, that feedback is the breakfast, the lunch, and dinner of champions. This actually gives us opportunity to ameliorate our public speaking skills, communication, and leadership. The first evaluation we'll be getting is the table topics segment. And the great individual that will be doing this for us usually call the person the table topics evaluator. His bio is gigantic or gigantic. It's full of words, much here. So I'll take my time to see how I can bring it to a succinct point. Let's see. Our table topics evaluator for today is a seasoned supply chain professional and senior management staff at Primero Transport Services Limited, an alumnus of the prestigious Daystar Leadership Academy. He holds certifications in both basic and advanced leadership. He is a proud member of the Chartered Institute of Procurement and Supply, which is CIPS, in both London and Nigeria, and is a strong advocate for continuous professional development, and competence building. Dedicated Toastmaster. I 105% agree with that. He's a past president of Ikeja Toastmasters Club, and I'm serving as the area director, and that made me so pleased. I felt like a child who saw a cake when I actually saw him today at the meeting. And has served as assistant division director, club growth too. He lives by the belief that everything rises and falls on leadership, a quote by John Maxwell. And his favorite quote is, if your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, then you are a leader. A quote by John Quincy Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, your hands are not too busy. Join me as a welcome to the lectern. Our table topics master for today, the one I would like to call a distinguished Toastmaster, but he has not gotten the title yet. Toastmaster Clara Jumbo.
Thank you very kindly, the General Evaluator for today's meeting, and our Area Director, Toastmaster Josephine Agolo. It's a pleasure meeting you today and seeing you today. I was delighted.
We apologize, we cannot hear you in the digital sphere. Thank you.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear us? If you can, we cannot hear you. Yes, there we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you. There's a bit of an echo, so I think the two mics are muted. Now it's silent.
Okay. So disconnect the audio then. No, you are muted. Disconnect. You can put that down. Unmute it. Sorry, network. The audio, your system.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
All right, so
Yes.
the first speaker chose the third question number 3. That was by Toastmaster Emeka. If you have seen further, is by standing on the shoulder of giants. That was a quote by Sir Isaac Newton. All right, Toastmaster Emeka is a seasoned Toastmaster, that clearly showed. And so one of the things we do in table topics is to allow a Toastmaster to go first so that he can set the pace for other guests that will become the subsequent respondents. And I'd like to say that Toastmaster Emeka came across confident. Sorry. Okay, came across very confident. He's a Toastmaster already in his communication. We were able to see his video, and he was very audible and very articulate. And so he was able to answer the question very articulately by actually incorporating other quotes, from other inventors and scientists, which was very okay. So for him, for Toastmaster America, he's a student Toastmaster. What I will say is basically, maybe in subsequent responses like this, I would like to see some smiles. But all in all, you did very well. You came across audible, you were articulate, and then I would just recommend that you just keep improving. For the second speaker, which is intended Toastmaster Ayo, you chose the fourth question. We're talking about a teacher who impacted your life and why you think so. You repeated the question, intended Toastmaster Ayo. So that helps you to understand the question clearly and to articulate your thoughts. You have the presence of mind to use the word of the day, ameliorate twice, which was commendable. You told us a story about your experience with physics and Mr. Constant that actually helped you to appreciate and love physics, and that equally helped you in other subjects also. You came across audible, very audible, and you articulate too in expressing your thoughts. So what I would like you to do better is a better use of the stage and better eye contact. I found out that you were just on a particular position. Even though you had this evaluation earlier, you would have used the stage to actually reach out to other members at the different areas of the audience or the members in the audience. So that is just basically what you need to do to improve in subsequent opportunities for you to, respond to such impromptu questions. But all in all, I like your confidence. I like you are audible, we hear you clearly, and that the presence of mind is all the way. And you came across, very confident and intelligent too. And then, last but not the least, was Toastmaster Delicate. I don't think, okay, she left already. Intending Toastmaster Delicate, as you chose question number 2. Each one, teach one. How does it resonate with you? You demanded the repeat of the question to help you understand and gather your thoughts. When you started speaking, you started building confidence. She was shy initially. You had her on the stage. She was equally shy to speak, just like she lost her voice. But when she started, her confidence level started growing. If only she had gone further to give us more content. Well, that was a very good try. So it happens to some, especially when they're speaking or communicating for the very first time in a setting like this. She clearly related the question with her personal example and her profession as a teacher, And then her eye contact wasn't there. A recommendation for her to improve on eye contact and the use of the stage. She stood at a particular place and not even facing the audience, she was actually facing sideways. All right. I hope she will improve on that. And then she kept her hand just close to her body. She wasn't free. That basically indicates nervousness and a bit of distress. All right, so I hope she will make some of these changes. If she's able to make those changes, she will improve the subsequent communication. All in all, it was a good try. She started building her confidence level, and I hope that she will incorporate this feedback and then improve in subsequent opportunities.
The evaluation field topics evaluator has provided to help each and every one of us, because that evaluation is not just for only the speakers alone, it's for each and every one of us when we have the opportunity to speak, to infuse in order to ameliorate our public speaking skills and also our delivery. It's that time where I introduce to us and bring to the lectern our speech evaluator.
I beg your
For the
pardon, general evaluator.
Our first speaker for today was
TM Josephine.
Toastmaster Mercy.
TM Josephine. TM Josephine. Hello.
Toastmaster Mercy. And our speech evaluator is my very own IPP, Toastmaster. My IPP, you know yourself. Oh. Please start calling me Toastmaster Stephen.
Toastmaster Josephine. That's all right.
Thank you very much, Madam General Evaluator, for your introduction. And personally, I believe that what I'm doing is out of place, because when you are talking of Toastmaster Mercy Buffet, she's one of our grandmothers in Toastmasters. So I'm not sure I'm even qualified to do this, but the role has been placed on me. I'll try my best. First of all, that was a master class in public speaking. She was spot on.
There's a camera in front of.
She was spot on in terms of the attention of the audience.
I believe they have network issues.
Yes. Thank you everyone for your patience while we wait for them to reconnect. It shouldn't be more than a minute. There we go. We apologize, we cannot hear you. Could you kindly unmute yourself, please? Thank you.
So thank you very much for giving me the pleasure of playing this role. But I believe we all learned by that master class you delivered. Thank you very much.
Thank you very kindly, Mr. IPP. Okay, thank you. Sorry, our line participant. Please confirm it's not working. No, it's there. Please confirm you can hear us. No, okay.
Yes, we can now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. IPP, Toastmaster Stephen, for that ameliorating evaluation. It's good to have. Can you hear us?
There's a feedback.
Okay. Okay, continue. All right. We swiftly move because of time. We ought to have left this place. Finish up this meeting by 3. It is not our tradition as Toastmasters to spend the time over allotted to the meeting, but you know, Nigeria usually happens to us. So we will move swiftly to the second evaluator to evaluate the second speech. The second evaluator is the one I fondly call her CCM, the very double distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudimadu, to evaluate our very own Vice President Education, Toastmaster Stephen. I keep putting the microphone just looking at. Thank you most graciously, Madam General Evaluator. Toastmaster Emeka, wow. Thank you for ameliorating the table shaking that has been ongoing for several more years on that dance between body language and the content of our speeches. I felt that your speech, misquoted for half a century, had a captivating start, where you used the sign language, created a visual hook to your speech. For me, it created that curiosity and that instant engagement, wondering, where is he going? What's going to happen next? Because I felt that immediately drew me in. And the rhetorical question about, I thought body language was a core part of speech. Asking that also created that hook without necessarily getting us to respond. So I felt that made me think without the need to provide a response to you. I love that you used the word of the day, ameliorate, and you stood while delivering your speech. You stood confidently, by the way. Starting to deliver your speech heightened your presence and added that confident element to your speech. I liked how you told us exactly what to expect from you to this speech. And you used your gestures and that enumeration factor to tell us 1, 2, 3, 4. That created like a physical presence and reinforced your authority as the speaker. What else did I enjoy about your speech? I loved how you used body language exceptionally, particularly when you took that step back. When you said, let me take you back. You used that backward presence to do what? You symbolically reinforced what you were saying. So you didn't just speak, but you used your body language, which to me reinforces the core of your message. That body language should what? Support what we are saying, not replace it. Get to that. I also love that you gave us like useful context about Dr. Albert before introducing the 738-55 rule. You didn't assume that we knew what it was, but you gave us that history lesson
to how we started, how we came about. And then you clarify that it was never about public speaking. That is what you busted that myth with credibility and with confidence. Toastmaster Emeka, what can I recommend? It was difficult catching on what to recommend in your speech, but I feel that to further ameliorate your impact, I would suggest that you add strategic pauses, because that would help enhance emphasis and also allow your audience time to reflect on what you've said. You had very juicy content, and I felt that I was running to keep up with you. But those strategic pauses would help the message that you've passed across sink in before you drop more nuggets. Particularly at the start, when you did the silent gestures, I felt like you could have just paused a bit more, maybe a heartbeat more before asking the question. That way, it will make us think more, deeper. And you will draw in everyone, not just people who were paying attention at that point. What else? At the ending, after delivering your speech, don't run away from the virtual lecture. Don't run away from the physical stage. Stay there. Pause for a moment. Smile. Get your flowers, because people will appreciate you. The applauses will come. Suck it all in before you leave. Now, because you were in the virtual space and we had a physical representation for the Toastmaster of the Day, the Toastmaster of the Day was also online. Allow her come on. Thank you. That will be the virtual handshake to tell you, yes, it's now time for you to leave the virtual screen. But overall, Toastmaster Emeka, I enjoyed your reference to when you said great speeches from Churchill to Chimamanda. That was an allusion because you drew on authority and inspiration of iconic figures, the past to the present. You also used alliteration, the Churchill, Chimamanda. I thought that was very well done. That made that particular statement memorable to me. And you also used the rule of 3 when you told us how to ameliorate replacing speeches with body movement or gestures. You know, about the crafting, which I thought spoke to the clarity part for me. You spoke about asking us to speak with conviction, which for me, it's the ethos pass will help us build credibility. And then you talked about delivering speeches with supportive gestures. That's the visual reinforcement, which would align the verbal and the non-verbal. Well done, Toastmaster. I felt that this was a spectacular speech. You reminded us that gestures should do was support our speeches, not replace them. And that's I felt in literal terms, is it juxtaposition, like telling us what to do and what not to do, creating that contrast. They don't do this rather. Overall, Toastmaster Emeka, I felt that misquoted for half a century was an engaging and informative, and it was a well-delivered speech. I feel that with just a touch of strategic pauses and pacing, it would heighten and elevate the overall impact of your speech. What do I think? I think that you hit the nail on the head when it comes to the objective of your speech, because you left us both inspired. I think I'm speaking for the audience and myself. Left us both inspired and better equipped to do what? To deliver our speeches and to communicate with clarity and impact. Thank you, Toastmaster Emeka, and I look forward to hearing you speak again in the future. Madam General Evaluator, back to you. Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you very kindly, very distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudimadu, for that ameliorating evaluation. It was like another speech of his own. What do you expect from a double DTM? Thank you. That was ameliorating. The last but not least evaluation we'll be receiving today, as the speeches are concerned, it will be from our very Madam PP, Toastmaster Mercy, to give evaluation to the speech of the very distinguished Toastmaster Chidi Chukwudimadu. Thank you.
TM Chidi. Let me start with, I see you. I honor you and I celebrate you. Both of us truly were on a journey. Now to your feedback. Fruits in the shadows. Even the topic was so captivating. Let me tell you some of the things that I liked or loved about your speeches. Your speech, the TM Chidi. Number one, you're a powerful storyteller. The imagery of that mango tree, I don't think is going to leave my mind very soon. You painted a vivid imagination, and I really love you looked at your grandma with a bombastic side eye. Oh, that was so beautiful. You use the personification, you use the use of personification of the mango tree, and the way you were able to infuse it and your grandmother's life and a story is so beautiful to watch. You had an emotional connection to that story. The story was very relatable because all of us can totally connect to that story on a different level. So I celebrate that. And I can connect that that story is coming from your depth, not just from the surface. It was clear, it was inspiring. The takeaway for me, the shadow is not your enemy, but a training ground. Oh, what a metaphor. It was so uplifting and aligned perfectly and to inspire other people to take action. Your conclusion was that you tied the conclusion in such a metaphoric way and you ameliorated the experience for me so beautifully and left me with a mental image. Audience engagement, top notch. I must give it to you. What are some of the things I would love you to improve on, the TM Chidi? Your structure, your pacing. You paced. I love the pace. The structure was fantastic. Instead of a very long, lengthy sentences, you can break them to bite sizes. Example, growth happens because sometimes someone takes the time to guide you. So try to pause so that we can follow the rhythm. Your vocal dexterity was good. It was fantastic. Then a call to action that I'm going to say, your ending was strong, but you could have made it even more stronger and more urgent, okay? And additionally, my challenge to you is, I love, oh God, all of us struggle with the word of the day, but the way you were able to use the word of the day so beautifully and wove it into your story was fantastic. Overall, the TM Chidi, you delivered deeply moving, metaphor-rich, audience-centered speech for us to take action. Truly, I see you, I commend you, and I truly celebrate you for your tenacity, for your consistency, and don't let your shadow ever drown what you're doing. Thank you so much for giving us a beautifully ameliorated speech today. General evaluation.
Thank you very much. Thank you, our very own IPP, Toastmaster Mercy George Ibafe, for that very ameliorating evaluation. She did it like a pro. I'm sure that if she contests for speech evaluation this year, she's definitely going to take it. Thank you very much. That was elevating. Okay. It's that time I bring my tag team to give us their report. I would like us to do it each 1 minute. I will start with our timekeeper, Toastmaster Deborah, to give us the time that was spent in course of this meeting. You might want to do it there quickly. Yes, the prepared speeches, we didn't get the timing and also the evaluation. You didn't take record? You didn't take record for evaluation? Okay. All right.
Yes. Please confirm that I am audible enough. To the online audience, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can. We
hear
can.
you.
Go ahead.
Oh, great. Great, awesome. As the timer for today's meeting, I am giving my report for the prepared speech. The first speaker, I personally call her Distinguished Toastmaster Mercy, gave her speech for 6 minutes, 38 seconds. The second speaker gave her speech. I think that should be Distinguished Toastmaster Chidi. Emeka, sorry, gave his speech for 6 minutes, 44 seconds. While unfortunately there was a glitch when we got to the third speaker, I was able to time her speech. Unfortunately, she spoke for close to 8 minutes. Yes. That's my report for each of the speeches. When we got to the evaluation part, unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of the timing. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Timekeeper, for today. This role, you took it up in the course of this meeting, and I will say that you have done very well, despite that you were not prepared for the role. Thank you very much for being a conscientious timekeeper for today. I'll move swiftly to our listening evaluator, Toastmaster Sheriff, to test our listening skills, because there is a saying that says that the best form of respect you can give to someone is to help them know the fact or acknowledge the fact that you have listened to them whilst they were speaking. Toastmaster Sheriff.
Okay, once again, good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests in the room, online, in Nigeria, and in the abroad. Okay, so as the listening evaluator, I earlier said that I'll be back here to ask us a couple of questions just to test how well we listen to the speakers today. I have a couple of questions here, and I'll go with the first, which is, okay, and I said I was going to ask each and everyone the question, and so it's going to be really quick. I'd ask the question, you have 3 seconds to respond. If you fail to respond, move to the next person. So the first one is, I'll start with TM Messi. Who was bettered in this club? Someone said she was bettered in this club, Learntor Toastmasters Club. Who is that person? Okay. All right. I apologize. I'm asking the wrong person. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so next is very quickly, mentorship can dash challenges and nurture growth. Mentorship can dash challenges and nurture growth. What's the missing word? It's a very popular word. Toastmaster Clementina. Mentorship can, the word is silence. Mentorship can challenges and nurture growth. It's a very popular word. Correct. Okay, next is, the problem with communication is that we don't listen to understand. We listen to Toastmaster Josephine. The problem with communication is that we do not listen to understand. We listen to what? Toastmaster Ayo, time up. Wrong.
Respond.
Okay. Listen. Correct. Who said that? Very correct. So the problem with communication is that we do not listen to understand, we listen to respond. Now, who has 10 years in the pharmaceutical industry? No. Toastmaster Olasimbo, this question is for you. Someone mentioned that, I'll give you a clue. She has a female. She has over 10 years in the pharmaceutical industry. Who is that person? Toastmaster Olasimbo. She
I didn't
doesn't.
catch that.
Okay. Bonus. Toastmaster Deborah. Yeah. Okay. Next one. This is for Toastmaster Salamatu. It is all right to have butterflies in your
DTM.
Yeah, that's correct.
DTM.
Okay, so in the interest of time, I would like to pause here and hand over to the general evaluator. Thank you all for listening and engaging during this session.
Thank you very much, listening evaluator for today. That was very engaging. That was fun. And we actually learn when we are having fun. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Sheriff. The last but not least on my tag team for today is our very own delectable Olasimbo, the grammarian for today.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Can you confirm you can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Great. So thank you everyone for joining this meeting and using the word of the day, ameliorate. I was listening keenly to everyone, and it was a competition between Toastmaster Josephine and TM Imabong. And I think everyone used the word of the day at least 5 times. So the word of the day was mostly used by Toastmaster Josephine. However, I would like to mention a mispronounced word I heard simultaneously. The correct pronunciation is simultaneously. It's SI, so it is called it's pronounced simultaneously. Also, for grammatical inaccuracies, I heard more like a mini speech. It's more like mini speech. The A is not supposed to appear in that sentence. Also, I want to make mention of profound phrases I heard during the course of the meeting. And that is, it is not about where it is located, but who is watching over it. That was a profound statement. And I think in terms of mentorship, we all need someone to guide, to look over the things we're doing, and to guide us to grow. Also, I would like to take note of the interesting words that was used today. Alliteration. It means a literary device to make phrases more engaging and memorable. Alliteration. That was a very interesting word. Also, we have brandish. It means to wave something in the air in excitement. These are words that we hardly use every day, but it's something to take note of. And that will be my report for today. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much, our language evaluator. I must thank you for the mouthful word of the day, ameliorate. You have actually helped us to pronounce that word because we kept trying, and we appreciate you. Thank you, Toastmaster Olasimbo, our grammarian. Okay, I will be doing this quickly. It's supposed to be for 3 to 5 minutes, but I'll do it for 3 minutes. I hope I'm able to do that. The final evaluation from the general evaluator. I must first of all say that it has been an ameliorating meeting because I have actually learned a lot from today's meeting. My time spent here, it's spent really, really well. I must thank our amiable VPE, Vice President Education, Toastmaster Salamatu. She had reached out to me like a month ago to play this role. That is one thing you want to do as a club officer. If we have club officers here, you want to reach out to your role players on time because some persons might just forget, some persons might just drop off. So it is often advised to reach out on time. I commend that about our VPE. Well done. I love the fact that the meeting has just held on to a particular energy that is around 105 all through the meetings, despite the fact that we didn't start on time, the glitches that we're having, we were able to keep that energy. It is something we want to do in the course of our meetings. We want to have that energy on from the beginning to the end of the meeting so that people don't sleep off in the course of the meeting. I love the speeches that were given in the course of the meeting, the table topics and the prepared speeches. Even the guests, the way they spoke, it's their first time, but they actually gave it their best. And it is what we do at Toastmasters. Every time you have the opportunity to speak, you give it your best. Well done. And for our prepared speakers, we see that from their delivery, they have actually reached out to their mentors, they've prepared these speeches, and they have delivered it over and over again before they came grace elected to give us to present the speech. And we could learn one or two in those speeches. I learned something about mentorship that I have not learned before. I learned something about a performance over persuasion because it's something that we actually look out for anytime we want to deliver. We are looking at how we are going to deliver our performance in the course of our delivery, but we're actually not looking at the message that we want to pass. It is very, very important as the speaker to watch your message and make sure that you deliver that, not actually the performance. There are so very few things I would like to recommend for us to ameliorate our meetings going forward. We see that we did not start at the time we ought to start. This meeting ought to start at 1. To help us do better, it's actually for us to show up on time. We come here on time and do our setup on time so that the meeting can start. Because we speak about respect in Toastmasters. And one of the things we do is to respect people's time. You don't want people coming here and you say you're starting by 1, you're not starting, you're closing by 3, but you're not closing by 3. It's not our practice, it's not our tradition. Also, we see that to get for a VP role, the role of a VP is huge, I must say, because I've been there. But I found out that it's very simple. It's just simple. I'll say it in a layman's word. It's actually rub my back, I rub your back. What does that mean? Show up for other clubs. If you show up for other clubs, if I show up at Ikeja Toastmasters Club and I come to meet Deborah cannot say no. It's very simple because I've showed up for her. Even if she has other things that she wants to do, she will show up for me. So I encourage us to show up for other clubs, and other clubs will show up for us. I will say that I love the synergy between the online space and the in-person space. It didn't seem as if we were in a different space. I don't know how Learntor Toastmaster does it. We as if we are all together. The energy was flowing from the online space into the room. I love that about you. It's telling me to stop. I've actually spent 4 minutes. It's been an amazing meeting. I encourage us to keep doing what we're doing and keep improving. And also, let me not forget, please, I'd like some of us on that Zoom. I need some tea, Madam Double DTM Chidi, to calm down all the talkings for today. Yes, I need some of us to grace the physical space. Why do I say that? Toastmasters is not only for public speaking, leadership, it also gives us opportunity to connect with people. And you can only connect with people and build your network when you actually show up at a place like this. I've known so many people in Toastmasters just by showing up. I think I'll stop there. They say that the biggest room in the world is the room for what? Improvement. Thank you very much, Learntor Toastmasters Club, the land of my birth, the Toastmasters of my birth. Thank you. It's good to be here again, and I look forward to playing another role in this club. Thank you, and it's back to you. The Toastmaster of the day, our very own Toastmaster Imabom.
Thank you so much. Phenomenal, Tim. Josephine, for that wonderful general evaluation. How have you been feeling throughout this meeting? Welcome your thoughts. You can put in the chat box or emoji. How are you feeling? We are closing now. And before we close, I just want to end with this. When a flower blooms, it doesn't ask, am I as pretty as the rose next to me? It simply opens. A 4-year-old doesn't wait to have all the answers before they sing, dance, or tell their story. Today, we've seen seeds, roots, stems, and flowers guiding each other to grow with patience and love. And with every speech, every role, every moment here, we ameliorate not just our skills, but our courage to bloom in the world beyond these walls. So as we leave today, may we carry our childlike courage into the week to grow, open, and to keep blooming no matter who is watching. Okay, now we have 2 announcements to make before I call on the Madam President. We have the winner of the table topic session. Let me see if I can quickly share my screen. Start. So the first winner for the table topic session is, so for this prepared speeches, the first winner is TM and Mecca. So let's give a round of applause for the impromptu table topic speech. TM Mecca, congratulations for that wonderful rendition of your speech. And then we go to the next one. For your preferred speaker for the prepared speeches, we have, congratulations, TM Emeka. So TM Emeka, congratulations on your win today. Thank you so much for coming to share your stories. We are glad to have you here. So that's it from me, everyone. I am going to pass the podium to the Madam President, TM Clementina. I'm waiting for so that TM Josephine can do the shake. TM Clementina, we are calling you to the podium. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Over to you.
Jolly good afternoon again, everyone. I don't know if it's appropriate to say it's been an ameliorating meeting because we had to ameliorate a lot of situations here today. But I'm very happy at how we have been able to, interact with each other from the virtual space to the physical space. I'd also like to appreciate all the role players for how they, stepped in and maintained the energy from the start of the meeting. It is also worthy of note to actually acknowledge, especially one of our role players who happens to be an area director, and how she stepped into the lantern. I observed that she stepped into the lantern, representing the Toastmaster of the day, physically, you know, taking charge, shaking everyone who came to the lantern. Thank you so much. Please, can we give her a round of applause? Toastmaster Josephine, that's for you. All right, and that being said, really, it's been a meeting where we talk about guided to grow. From the speeches, the prepared speeches from Toastmaster Mercy to the speech from Double DTM Chidi, I am sure that we have all taken out a point or two on how we can interact and also follow up with our mentors and be handheld to grow through this journey of Toastmasters this year. So that being said, I just have 2 announcements to make. And the first one is that we have a present for all the people that participated in our table topic session today. I think we deserve a round of applause. All right, so we'll be handing these notes. Yeah, a special book. I don't know if the camera, okay, the camera is here. Yeah, to all the table topic participants. So congratulations. Thank you for stepping up and showing up. And then, that being said, the second announcement for today is regarding our speeches, our speech contests. So I discussed already with our Vice President Education. So she'll be reaching out with in partnership with other ESCO to publicize the speech and also come up with a flyer. So we're looking to have our contest at our next physical meeting. I'd encourage our club members to register or indicate interest to participate in the contest, as the flyers and the announcements will be put out there. So that will be all from me, and continue to speak, continue to use the word of the day as we step out of this place. The next meeting date is next week, Sunday. Next week, Sunday. So please, and it will be a virtual meeting. I'll encourage us to reach out to the VP to indicate interest to play a role. The VP has a Google form that she will drop in the chat today. So you can already indicate interest to play a role at our next meeting, which would happen to be virtual. So thank you very much. I would need someone to call a motion for adjournment of the meeting for today. Can we get someone either online or physically?
Yeah, I, Chidi Chukudimadu, hereby move a motion for the adjournment of the Learntor Toastmasters Club meeting.
Thank you very much. Can we get someone second? All right, and that brings us to a close. So for guests, okay, the camera has fallen. Yeah, so we adjourn the meeting for today. Thank you very much. Yeah. So would like to, our online guests, please, you can unmute and just say something. And we have, there's a form that has already been dropped in the chat room online.
Yes.
You can also leave your details so we can reach out to you about TM Olasumbo. TM Olasumbo, you can also help us interact with them online. Yeah, and we'll take care of the guests physically. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Madam President. This meeting is very ameliorating.
Thank you, everyone. It's been great being in the meeting. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tim Mabon. Thank you.
We cannot see your face. You look.
I don't know what happened to my video. Dennis. Can you see my
Thank you.
face now?
Yes, we can. Yay, hi. Such a heavy word, ameliorate. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Hello. Hello. If you can hear us, for those online, Toastmaster Olasimbo and Nima Bong and Salamatu, please engage with any guest online as we end the Zoom. Over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Tim.
you. Au revoir.
Au revoir, mon ami.
Any guest in the house?
Welcome again, DTM Chidiogo. That was fantastic.
DTM.
Thank you, TM
Thank you so
Abby.
much.
Thank you, TM Lazarus. And TM Yodil. TM Salamatu. Thank you for the prompters.
Please do not forget to use the link to indicate your availability to play a role in our meeting. Upcoming
Next meeting.
Please go there and choose your choice.
Choose your choice, yes. Thank you so much. Go on, you wanted to say something.
Is Abby a guest?
Oh, yes.
Is she? Hello?
Abe Tooks.
And Yodil.
Yodli. Are you guest?
Abby says they're a guest. Yes, can you talk, please? It would be nice to hear from you. Let's hear your voice.
Good afternoon. I'm in the beach of the noisy place. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
It's too bit noisy here. Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure being here today. I'm learning the word for the day, which is ameliorate. I mean, it was quite interesting. Also quite educative. Right? I reached out to Chidinma yesterday, and she gave me the link to join in today. I look forward to a more collaborative, interactions with the club. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you,
On Sunday,
Abe.
3 p.m.
Yes. Have you filled the form, Abe? We would like to reach out to you.
No, I'm yet to fill the form. I'll fill it.
All right. Kindly do so we can reach out to you. Or you can also chat with TM Chidima so we can get you on board.
All right, I'll do that. Thank you very much.
All right. TM Salamatu, thank you for a wonderful meeting.
Thank you. It's always spicy with you. You're always dishing those words for us.
All right. I have to go now. Enjoy the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, enjoy yours too.
All right. Bye.
Bye, DTM DTM Sherry.
All right, bye. Have a fantastic weekend.
Yudli and Abby. See you guys on Sunday, 3 p.m.
All right.
Abby.